The prince once gave up his largest territory to a gang of thugs, just to save his friend's mother. His father, the king, was furious. From that day on, the youngest son was treated with cold disdain. Though the prince eventually rose to the rank of lord, his world was ruled by power and brutality. He was constantly mocked, tested, and pushed to the edge. 20 years passed. The king, now old and frail, may have felt a trace of guilt. Out of the blue, he ordered Governor Langa to return a bracelet to his son. Langa panicked. That bracelet had helped his father become governor, and he himself had only held the role for a year. He stalled, claiming the handover would take 10 days.
मैं कुछ जरूरी काम से खानसार से बाहर जा रहा हूँ। लौटने से पहले मध्य मन्नार को सरदार बनाने का जिम्मा पूरा करना है बने।
The king turned and walked away, still imposing despite his age. That's when some ambitious governors sensed blood. Crown Prince Yud rallied them with a simple pitch: take down Della, and he'd be the next king. With the king absent from Kunsar, Yud and his allies launched a brutal attack on Della's lands. Della's forces fought fiercely, but were eventually overwhelmed and captured. Just as the blade was about to fall, the palace bells rang. Was the king back? Everyone rushed to the palace, only to find the king's daughter, standing tall as acting ruler. She demanded the fighting stop. In 9 days, all governors and lords would vote on whether war should continue. She prayed their father would return by then. No side was allowed to strike first during that window, but behind the scenes, every lord was calling in troops, preparing for all-out war. Della's men were on edge. At this rate, they'd all be dead by day 9. But Della stayed calm. He had one final, powerful ally. At dawn, he and his men raced across the land, stopping at a blacksmith shop in a remote border town. Just from the silhouette, Della knew he'd found the man he was looking for. 20 years hadn't weakened their bond. When Diwa heard what was happening, he didn't ask questions. He just got in the car. It had been 2 decades since he last set foot in Devil's City. No one believed one man could face down 10,000 soldiers, and even fewer imagined he might topple 1,000 years of rule in Kunsar.